So, you've identified a target market. That target market is even ready to pay for the training that you've put out on your school. The only issue is they don't speak English. And your school? Well, it is in English. Whoops. Now, what if there was a way to set up your school in English? Yes, but change every word on it in another language through some kind of translation feature. Say you want to teach students in Hindi or in Gujarati or Marathi. All you've got to do is just create a translation for it on your backend and translate the default language of your school, which is English, to the language of your choice. See all these words here: courses, lectures, account, login, search for a title, available courses. All this can be switched to a language of your choice. Let me show you how. From your sales dashboard, click on More and go to Translations. From here, load your selected language from the Select Language dropdown. Let's say we want to create a translation in Hindi. So we select Hindi from the drop-down and give it a title. Give a title to this translation. Say Hindi version 1. Okay. We click on Create. And with that, a record of this translation is now created in our system. Right after, click on Load Translation. And your newly created translation will be shown here that you have to just click on. That's it. So once we selected the translation from this load translation dropdown, all the strings provided by the GradHut system for your school are automatically translated into Hindi. See, comments, tippani, sales, bikri, latest courses, Naveentam Pathakaram. Yep. Notice all these values on the right hand side. The translation for every word on our school is now shown in Hindi. And you can also change the translations if you don't like them. For example, if you want to use something other than the Hindi version of email, you can just type it out, just like this. I mean, my keyboard is not Hindi right now and I haven't used a Hindi font, but this is exactly what you have to do. You just have to click on this and type out the translation of that particular string that you want for your school. Got it? So once you have changed all of them, once you think that, okay, all these values are okay and you don't need to change anything else, what you do is you click on Save. All right, record created successfully. Now, once you've cross-checked every string and clicked on Save, the next step is to come to school details. So this is only 50% of the job, all right? We move on next to school details, which is where we will load this translation for our school. Okay, so we've created the translation, but we also have to load it for our school and launch it for our school. So once we are inside school details, you see select translation here. There you go. So earlier it only had English, but since we have already created a translation, now you select the Hindi translation. Click on Save. And we click on Preview Site. Check it out now. There you go. Pathakram, Vyakhyan, Khate, login. Uplab Pathakramo. Okay, this is a little incorrect, but you can always change that, right? And then look at this. Char Pathakram. 4 courses. Bundle. So all these values are now changed into Hindi. Vivran dekhe. That's in Hindi. Let's check out this course and get inside. So now, as you can see, all this information, the sales copy, the titles of the courses were given by us earlier, right? And they were in English. So if you want to run this school in Hindi or in any other language, then you will have to enter the values also in that particular language. Currently, because we added it in English, it's showing in English. All right. So basically what GradHut does is it only changes the system generated, the strings that are generated by the system that are provided by default. any other value that you put in, like the sales copy or the titles, like I said, they will always have to be manually inserted by you. All right? So that is how you change the language of your school and make it more targeted to the audience you want to cater to, so that you never miss out on a market just because of language barriers. I hope this helped. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.